Message number 18. It is not a time to be idle. Your circumstances may seem to limit you, but that is only how it seems to those who use the external world as a source of expansion, creativity, and fun. When you are in a situation that results in you being idle, it does not mean there is nothing to do. Humanity has devoted much of their time to building things with brick and stone, to using the material world to expand their opportunities and enrich their lives. When these resources are temporarily suspended, there is a tendency to become dismayed at the lack of things to do to occupy your time. If it were true, then you can only enjoy life through external means. Then spirituality would have no importance to you, because communing with the Spirit requires nothing from the material world. To gain heavenly peace, love, joy, and inspiration, you do not need to travel to a far-off place, be surrounded by people who think like you, or be in a special building designated as a sacred space. Heaven is within. You have heard this truth many times. Today it is more important than ever that you accept it. This truth does not mean that the world is not a place to enjoy, but when it fails to provide you entertainment, it does not mean you can't feel joy. There is much happening in your world right now that is the source of pain, loss, and fear. When the world is no longer enjoyable, devastation can set in. We ask those who can to do your best to contemplate the energies of inspiration, creativity, and enthusiasm. If you are struggling with sadness, loss, and fear, we ask you to hold on tight to the heavenly spirits who are helping carry you through to the other side of these experiences. For those who are sitting idly by, waiting for the world to be a source of fun again, we ask you to plant the seeds of new ideas and hold tight to the notion of a better future. Inspiration and creativity are inner resources. These energies are a part of the spiritual realm. Each day, instead of chastising the world for what it is failing to provide for you, spend that time reflecting on your inner resources. Ask, what inner resources are mine to use to create a new world? You may be surprised to discover the many gifts, talents, and abilities you possess that have sat idle due to your preoccupation with the external world. It is a time of great discovery, not a time to do nothing. Tiny seeds appear to have no significance, yet contained within a tiny seed is all that is needed for a new life to grow. So I'd like to pause this message and interject something that I was feeling. I was feeling a great amount of frustration at the lack of instructions given in this message. And so I wrote that down. And now the message continues. This frustration is due to your insistence that anything of value must be cultivated through external means. Underneath your frustration is your desire to produce tangible results in a world of form. We are suggesting that the discovery of your inner resources is what is valuable. Maybe it would help if we gave you examples of these inner gifts, talents, and abilities. We will list a few: true compassion, expanded awareness, deep love, joy for no reason, peace that passeth all understanding, telepathic communication in all its forms, new ideas, new ways of living, new inventions. These are just to name a few. Your old ways are dying. There will be a time for these inner resources to blossom into tangible form, But first they must be discovered and cultivated. We are suggesting to you that now is the time. End of message.